Good morning and happy independence to all our viewers. We are now seeing a live picture in Commerce Valley Terraces village preparing for the Independence Day ceremony. President Lim's son is expected to hold the Independence Day ceremony rites, as well as his speech for today's event. For our viewers, catch it right now here on Orca News Channel, as we celebrate our founding freedom and independence of our country. We will be right back after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the Republic of Landova, the Honorable Jerwin S. Limson.
Good day, dear Landovians. Good afternoon, dear people, Cabinet members, Mr. Vice President P. Genner, and House Speaker Gregory Kiszko. Good day to all. We are now celebrating our 5 years founding Independence Day of our country. We now uphold to our freedom who constitutes the progress of our nation. Our dear people, together we have exhibited the righteous freedom we have portrayed and inherited. Our saving villagers have enacted the fittest that holds the liberty of our nation. From what I have seen in the past years of my presidency, I have witnessed the progress we have made in our country. I am well grateful and shocked by what had happened in those days. We have strived and made this happen. I am very astonished by this turn of events despite what the world is facing. I can recall that I have taken office from being the mayor of Plainsfield City until then to be the president. Thank you very much for making our country progress more. It indeed sustains what we really expected. From my cabinet members, I am dearly genuinely grateful and thankful for the things we have done to serve our nation for the better. In this ceremony, we have shown the progress we made. We are now standing here in the Holds of Freedom Park in Commerce Valley Terraces Village. We usually come to Old Massa Village for our Independence Day ceremony rites. We have come yet and prospered in this village. The Holds of Freedom Park has initiated the grounds of our freedom and liberty of our country through 3 columns shaped into a triangle. For our engineers right there watching, we know that a triangle is the most stable and rigid shape for construction. Every corner of the shaped triangle has a meaning, as you can see here. The columns here represent the uprising of our nation and every defeat we encountered. Every column has a color on top, blue, white, and green, representing the symbolic colors of our flag. Blue is the great depths of the ocean and the sky, as well as loyalty, truth, and wisdom. White symbolizes the peace, equality, purity, sincerity, and humility of this nation. And green symbolizes the fertile lands, nature, prosperity, and harmony of this nation. The columns all stand on a leveled out hump or hill. Being the grass block in our flag symbolizes the core of our land. In today's Independence Day ceremony, I have witnessed this village being prolonged to progress, and now here we are ready to build our way in. Just as the day I have announced we're gonna continue our infrastructure projects here, I have made it worth it that this would happen. But yet things have been done in order to progress our ways in this nation. The decommissioning of Camp Spalaya gives way to our infrastructure projects, but not only that, to our climate crisis problem the world is facing. No matter what we have done to our nature and the environment has a significant effect on us and the nation. Despite that, we have declared a climate emergency as one with the United Nations in the call of this climate crisis. We have decided to limit our energy consumption and try to limit our waste and reduce our carbon footprint. As part of the Redstone Institute and the development of technological innovations in our nation, we have discussed that we will be using renewable energy 75% of our present energy consumption. Merely we're going to construct small hydroelectric power generators somewhere near Whitestone Village to create better energy and electrical resources for our nation. In addition, as far as I would hate to say this yet again, the proposed nuclear power plant in the municipality of Tudor will be yet to be agreed upon in our present administration and Congress, as well as the next Congress next elections, to better enact the proposal of our project. Today, we have seen greater things ahead of us. Just our former and current citizens have been profoundly done and shown to us today. I am grateful we have come 5 years to our nation. I had been an American citizen past years ago who had been living in Boston, Massachusetts for a short period of time. I had taken political science and been a teacher and leader when I set sail to this nation. I have exhibited bountiful thoughts I would like to see in this country. Likewise, I have to wish to do the same for the future generations to come to this country. My brothers Mayor Justin and Stalin, we have been serving, and we felt humbly grateful for our citizens supporting this nation. They say that we have accomplished a lot in the past 3 years. By now, we are nearly accomplishing the completion of Commerce Valley Terraces Village. Likewise, more is seen in the next months we will handle. As my closing part of this Independence Day speech, I would like to announce that the city of Picot will be undergoing massive infrastructure construction in several places in Picot City. We have now decided on the names of our districts in Picot City. The existing districts are the Rotherham District and the Lingus District. Now we have expanded further with the districts of Tokirshire, Hargown, and Sprosk Bayside. These districts are expected to rise next year. In the midst of these certain happenings in our country and the world, I have took efforts to deteriorate these problems in our society that would prevail these from us. Like the pandemic, it certainly did much of what we expected. Vaccination gave way to entering a new and better world, protecting the vulnerable and the lossless. I wanted to say as our freedom commits it. We are still not being liberated by the means of this virus stalling our freedom. As you, my dear citizens, let's now get vaccinated as soon as possible. For our sake and our patriotism and help to our dear people. Looking upon the things that have been severely done in the world, in which we still face problems, I would like to endure and give solutions to these. As I end my speech, as my closing speech, I have a quote from myself that I will deliver to all. It takes the precious things to conquer and see the bounded beauty of the motherland. Our dear Landovians, thank you and happy Independence Day to all.